What's up, everyone? I'm Elsa. My pronouns are she, her, and today we have part 2 of our regaining strength video. So this is just like a quick 5 to 10 minute little series. Has a few exercises in it, a few stretches in it, just to kind of warm up your body if you want to use it as a warm up, or to get back into exercising, back into using your body post like a long break from it, you're new to exercise, or like you just had a baby, something along those lines, or whatever other reason you might have. This is open to everybody. So let's dive in. Our first exercise is going to start on a mat, or on a towel, or just on the ground if that is what you prefer. We're going to fully lie back. Your legs can be bent like this. You can extend them out, whatever feels good for you. And we're going to start with 8 connection breaths. We do have a little video walkthrough, so those are going to be deep breaths through your whole body. So it's not just up in your rib cage, it's not just down in your lower belly. It is using your whole diaphragm in order to breathe, basically. So we're going to take 10 deep breaths. On that inhale, we're imagining a balloon filling up even through our pelvic floor, and on that exhale, you're imagining everything coming back in, pulling in a little bit, and then we're going to repeat. Really just take the time to settle into this space. Really in line with your body. And notice how this feels, right? Are you more prone to holding or breathing in your belly? Are you more prone to breathing and holding it up in your chest? And if you do lean towards one side, like belly breathing or like breathing up in your chest, notice that just so we can adjust it for the future, right? Once we have our 8 connection breaths, we are going to do a lying down Piriformis stretch. So that is going to be, again, lying on your back. You're going to have your knees bent to start, and you're going to take one leg, doesn't matter which one you start with, and you're going to cross it over that opposite leg. You're going to take both hands, locking them under the leg that has been planted on the ground, and you're pulling in, just like that. You're using your hands for support. And you're just breathing. We're going to hold this for about 30 seconds here. Just breathe again. Even if you aren't new to exercising, this can be super beneficial, because I know I do not tend to stretch when I weightlift or when I do any kind of exercise. So this is really good for me to just check in, really stretch everything out, release some of the tension that I've been holding. I'm gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're gonna release that. Now the leg that you just crossed over, you're gonna keep planted on the floor, taking that opposite leg, crossing it over, knee, grabbing both of your hands, pulling on that leg. 30 seconds here as well. Just breathing. Again, taking nice deep breaths here, right? We don't have to hold our breath. Continue to breathe, continue to feel it. We're gonna hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna release that. We're gonna sit it on up, still staying on our mat. You're gonna bend one leg in, and we're gonna go into a hamstring stretch. So you have one leg extended out. You're gonna reach forward for it. Breathe. 30 seconds here, right? If your body allows you to, you're gonna drop your head. If you can't reach all the way to your toes, that's okay. Reach to a point that feels comfortable for you, right? So if this is as far as you can go, go here. Just relax your head. Just breathing. Holding here for 4, 3, 2, slowly release that. Come back up to the center. Opposite leg is gonna come out in front of you. The side we just stretched out is gonna bend in. And then again, reach forward towards that foot. Just breathe. And it's totally fine. If on one side you feel the stretch a little bit more, you aren't able to go as far, totally a normal thing. Throughout movement, you're gonna notice that like one side is stronger than the other, one side you feel a little less stable on. Totally normal. Through movement, you will be able to kind of correct those discrepancies a little bit. But for the most part, those sides are probably never gonna be super, super equal. They can be closer, right? We can always work towards something if that's a goal. Holding here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting it up nice and tall. And then we're gonna go into our first exercises. We have 3 exercises here, so let's get into it. Our first exercise is gonna be a frog pump. So we're gonna, again, lie on our backs, on our mats. You're gonna, instead of like a glute bridge, which is your feet stay in line with your hips, you're gonna turn your feet in towards each other, right? You're gonna keep a little bit of bend in your knees. And then like a glute bridge, you lift up and you lower, just like that. Lift and lower. We're gonna do 8 of those. Keep count on your own. So from the front, it's gonna be feet facing each other, lying back, we lift and we lower. If it pressing down into the mat with your hands feels better for you, do that. It is whatever feels good for you, right? It's gonna be different for all of us. Once we have all 8 of those, take your time with them. If you aren't fully there yet, keep going, right? It's all about what feels good for you, all of that good stuff. Once we have that, we are going to go into a reverse lunge. So your feet start off shoulder width apart, right? And then you're gonna take a step back and drop into a lunge. So you have 2 90-degree angles. I'm pausing at the bottom just to show you. 2 90-degree angles, and you stand up. You can either step forward, step back again, and drop it into that lunge, or you can keep your foot planted and just lunge up. Lower a little bit slower, and up, just like that. Ha. We're doing 6 per side. Our goal is to have 2 nice 90-degree angles, right? I can step in a little bit if that feels better for me, but we're not leaning all the way forward like that, right? Trying to keep a stacked body position. Once you have 6 on that side, we're gonna go ahead and switch that, right? So dropping opposite foot back, coming into that lunge, standing up, you can step forward again, or keep that foot planted, whatever works for you, yeah? And we lunge, stand up. Sometimes you're not gonna step back with the right spacing right off the bat, and you can kind of adjust. You can pull forward, pull back, up to you, whichever one you gotta do. And if you find the perfect position right away, more power to you, right? Down and up for 6. I'm gonna do 2 more, and 2. All right, shake that out. Our last exercise is gonna be more upper body focused. It's gonna be an isometric movement, so we're gonna hold in a position for roughly 30 seconds. So for this, you're gonna have a wall and you're gonna act like you're raising your arm, but the wall is gonna cut off your hand. So you're gonna press into the wall with that hand. So you're just pressing and holding in that position. So right, opposite hand for me, just press. It's kind of like you're doing a fly. So we're just gonna press in for 30 seconds. Remembering to breathe. Just pressing in. And you should actually be pressing, don't just rest your hand there. Feel all of your muscles engage. You'll feel it. Just press into that wall. Right, sometimes we don't need weights to make things challenging. We can still feel it. For 2 and 1, release it. Then we're gonna switch sides. Again, you just lift your arm, but the wall stops it. and you press into that wall like you're trying to push the wall out of the way, right? Keep pressing here. This is it. Once we're done with this movement, we are done. You are welcome to start repeating the series if you would like to. You don't have to repeat the stretches. You can just repeat the exercises, or you can move on to another video or call it a day. Totally your call. Hold here for 3, 2, 1, release it. Ha. You will feel it, even though you were just pressing into a wall. I promise you will. Thank you so much for joining me for this session. I know it was short, quick. We just got in, got it done. That's my style for working out, but feel free to pair this with other videos, other exercises, and make it like a full-on workout. Totally your call, customize it, do what feels right for your body as always. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.